बांग्लादेश में वोटिंग पूरी हो चुकी है और जल्दी नतीजे आएंगे और एक नई सरकार वहां पर सत्ता में आएगी। हमारे साथ बांग्लादेश के हालात पर बात करने के लिए बांग्लादेश की ही एक प्रोमिनेंट ऑथर तस्लीमा नसरीन है। मैडम, वेरी वेलकम टू नेटवर्क 18। फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, Dr. Yunus, after casting his vote, he said that it's going to be a birth of new Bangladesh. Do you think it's going to be a new Bangladesh?
Actually, he said quite a few times that it is a new Bangladesh. When Hasina was forced to leave the country and he came to power, and he said that it is a new Bangladesh. And several times also he said that it is a new Bangladesh. And again, after election, during the election day, he said it is a new Bangladesh. So how many times Bangladesh should be born, actually?
So how do you see the last 1.5 years where we have seen the kind of violence that has happened against not only the minorities, also against the opposition leaders, even the Awami League cadre? So how do you see this whole situation? Also, do you think that after these elections, the new government will come in and it will be democracy will be back in your country?
I hope so, because Bangladesh National Party or BNP believes in democracy, and I think that he will try to protect democracy, and I hope that he will also protect secularism, women's rights, minority rights, human rights, and freedom of expression, which are essential for a democracy.
We've also seen the rise of Jamaat over the period, and they have been fighting elections. And we also see, the kind of attacks on minorities during this period. Do you think the rise of Jamaat is a matter of concern in Bangladesh?
Yes, of course, because Jamaat-e-Islami or Islamic Fundamentalist Party was the collaborator of Pakistani army in 1971 during our liberation war. And they helped Pakistani army to kill 3 million Bengali people and to rape 200,000 Bengali women. And they were against the independence of Bangladesh, and they are, most of them are jihadis, and they are against women, they are against freedom of expression, they are against minority rights, they are against secularism. So when Bangladesh was born, really born, in 1971, at that time our constitution, we created the constitution, which was a secular constitution. So we want to restore that constitution. I hope that whoever wins, not the Jamaat-e-Islami, of course, because Jamaat-e-Islami want theocracy. And if BNP wins the election, then I think that that the 72's constitution, the secular constitution, will be restored. And look, Jamaat-e-Islami is now the biggest, the main opposition party. It is the first time in Bangladeshi history that Jamaat-e-Islami will become the main opposition party. Actually, they got this opportunity because of the absence of Awami League. I hope that if democracy is protected, if there is any democracy, whoever forms the government believes in democracy, then Awami League will be allowed to come to, the members who are forced to leave the country will be allowed to be back, and also will be allowed to participate in the elections, next elections, and they will be allowed to, do the, do the kind of
process. They can be a part of
politics, because they have no right to do politics in Bangladesh. I think that they will have the right again.
And also, ma'am, the concern for India has been.
But it doesn't mean that Awami League didn't make any mistakes during Hasina regime. They did. Actually, these jihadis, millions of jihadis are in Bangladesh is because of Sheikh Hasina also. Other governments were guilty, but Sheikh Hasina was also guilty. She stayed in for kind of more than 15 years or 16 years. She helped jihadis to grow. She helped fundamentalists to grow. I think that all the political parties should understand that secularism is needed for this country. Otherwise, it would be like another Afghanistan, because jihadis are there, Islamic militants, fundamentalists are there. So we have to save the country from them. They are the anti-India, pro-Pakistan, and they were anti-independence, and they are against human rights, against women rights. We cannot just let them win the election, or we cannot let them rule the country and destroy the country and make it another terrorist country.
Chief Advisor Mohammad Yunus has said that he'll soon step down and the new government will come into power. How do you see his rule after 2024 last year?
Yeah, it was very bad. I think that Bangladesh saw the worst time during his time. Yeah, so it was really bad. Mob violence, the violence against minority, violence against women and the opposition party. We have seen all the atrocities against people. So, and no action was taken against those criminals, because those criminals were mostly jihadis and Islamic fundamentalists. And he came to power with the help of jihadis and Islamic fundamentalists. So he didn't take any action against his people or his friends.
But we also seen, and India has raised concern time and again about the atrocities on the minority communities. We have seen the lynching of Deepu Chandra Das and many such cases down the line. So do you think the new government will be able to make sure their safety is intact?
Yeah, when Tariq Zia came to Bangladesh after 17 years of exile, he said that the people of all religion and castes and classes would be protected, all would get security. So I don't know, I do not know he will forget his words after winning the election, or he will really try to change this country and make it a civilized country.
And also, ma'am, you have been living in exile for quite a long time now. Even we have seen Sheikh Hasina coming to India and taking exile here. You must have seen those visuals when she was leaving the country. You must be, must be reminding of your own old days. So how do you remember those visuals?
Even though she did not allow me to enter my country, I hope that she would get the opportunity to return to her country, and everybody should have the right to live wherever they want to live. Because she was against me, she banned my book, she prevented me to enter my country. I think that she should have the right.
Just one last question. Do you think that looking at the past recent years, recent times, and we have seen chaos in Bangladesh, do you think you would ever want to go back to your own country?
I do not think so, but I would be happy if I am allowed to go back to my country. It is my right. It's not only my rights. There are many people who are atheist bloggers or writers who are progressive.
Thank you so much for talking to us. तो ये थी बांग्लादेशी ऑथर तस्लीमा नसरीन, कैमरा पर्सन नसीब सिंह के साथ शैलेंद्र वांगू, न्यूज़ 18 इंडिया, नई दिल्ली।